Welcome to this Williams Creators broadcast. We have a special interview today with Joshua Williams and Laura Stevens, who are the original Jackson and Lisa in On the Surface We Smile. Keep an eye on our social media and our website for all up-to-date information, and make sure you're staying safe in these slightly uncertain times. Hello everyone, welcome to this interview. We have with us today the two original actors that played Jackson and Lisa in On the Surface We Smile. We have our creative director, Joshua Williams, and we have Laura Stevens, who played Lisa. So how are you both doing today?
Good, just slightly mental, but getting there.
Yeah. Dealing with the isolation and hoping for the best.
I think we're all starting to go a bit stir crazy now, although weather has definitely turned today. Was it On the Surface that got you guys to meet, or did you work together before On the Surface?
You want to
go? We've been friends for a long time. I think since my second year of uni, and we were asked to sing at a friend's sister's wedding, which was a new situation for the both of us, and we ended up staying together while we were down in where was the wedding at?
Somewhere in Kent.
Yeah, there we go. And then we just became really good friends from there. So we just kind of ran with it from there.
The first time I met Josh, he was actually performing in a play and came into the audience and screamed in my face. So quite an unforgettable introduction. But yeah, since then we kind of got over that part.
As long as you didn't make a habit of it, I suppose.
Yeah, well, you know.
Depends on the whole situation, doesn't it?
So, avoiding spoilers, obviously, because it is a show about secrets. I just want to know a little bit more about the characters. So, Josh, why don't you tell me a little bit about Jackson?
Okay, so Jackson is kind of like, I don't know, he's kind of like your average guy. And he is coming into this whole play thinking that he's just going to have a really cool night with his friend, and they're going to drink and they're going to chat and reminisce. And that's kind of where he's coming at in the whole play. But then he also has kind of his own sort of hang-ups about love and relationship because of his past that gets explored during the play as well. So he's quite a fun character to play in that he's not carrying a massive, massive secret throughout the whole show necessarily. But yeah, I'd like the way he kind of unfolds around Lisa and how she brings himself out of himself almost.
So almost a sense of that he is the eyes of the audience. You know, the audience are coming in, they're not having, well, some of them will have secrets, obviously, but not secrets on the level that some of the characters may have. Is there like a parallel there, perhaps?
Yeah, so he's just kind of watching and listening everything that's going on around him. And he's quite an observant character. So even though it seems that he's being quite flippant or whatever, he's really in tune with his friend. So really in tune to when her mood fluctuates or when there's something that seems to be an issue. He's really in tune to that and he's aware of it. But he also knows that she's not the kind of person that you come at head on. You kind of have to go around the houses a little bit.
Okay, Laura, tell us a little bit then about Lisa.
God, I guess she's like average friend. She just wants to welcome people into her house and have a drink and socialize, let off some steam, classic kind of venting, I suppose. I guess I don't want to give anything away in the plot. I'm so terrified of spoilers. But yeah, it's really nice to have that relationship between Jackson and Lisa, and they kind of form a bit of a narrative for the show. As you say, Jackson definitely highlights to the audience kind of what's going on. But also they open up like their friendship, and I think it's quite relatable for a lot of people that have that kind of best friend in their life that they just want to chat to and let out all of their rubbish to.
And consume copious amounts of wine.
Don't we all at the minute?
Yes. Definitely a pre-lockdown show. What were your was she kind of an unfamiliar type of character to you? Was she something that you perhaps, was a new challenge for you to play?
Well, so Josh came to me and went, I've written this play and I've loosely based this character on our friendship. And so the character is really familiar to me because she's a very amped up version of the relationship we already have. And obviously there are a few twists and turns that are a little bit beyond our friendship currently.
I was going to say, I'm a bit worried.
I'd never done acting before, so I think the hardest thing was to take it more seriously, and that it wasn't just me and my friend fooling around on stage, but we did have a lot of fun. So
yeah, but obviously you get to sing a little bit as well during the show, so a very fun song indeed.
Yeah, it's all good stuff. So we'd written those songs kind of a while ago and just included them. Josh kind of put them together, which made a great story. But yeah, we used to sing, drink port and mess around quite a lot. Of our friendship is based on that, I would say.
Definitely.
So it kind of answers my next question then, but I was going to say, Josh, sort of why did you bring Laura into the role, and why did you cast her for Lisa? Obviously, like you say, it's based somewhat on your friendship. Is it just that, or is there other qualities that Laura could really pull through on stage?
No, I think it was, obviously I'd written the characters based on our friendship, and that was really important. And then a lot of the songs and little ditties that were in the show as well, me and Laura wrote them together, or I just about stole them from her. And so when it came round to casting Lisa, I wanted somebody that would play that character with ease almost. And I thought it was really important to me in that original show, because we were at Fear and Hall, so the technical capabilities were different and stuff like that. That was able to play guitar on stage, and she was able to, get in with the audience. And Laura's always been an incredible singer. That's sort of her main forte, where she came from in the beginning. But she's not just a singer, she's a storyteller. So when you listen to her songs and the way that she performs, she's telling this massive story. And I thought that was really important for Lisa to do the same thing and to really drag them in to those songs. So Laura was the obvious choice. And I think because it was the first play I'd ever written and ever done, she was the only choice to me at that time.
Absolutely. It makes a lot of sense, definitely. How was it then working together, obviously being very good friends, working together on those scenes that are vital to the narrative, really? Kind of, they are the binder in the book, as they were. How was that for you two?
I think we had so much fun. I think Josh was under a huge amount of pressure, and obviously it being his first show coming to life and things, but yeah, it was we had a lot of laughs, as I remember, and it was just a really good process of kind of letting off a bit of steam and being a bit silly, and getting the job done at the same time. But yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, like Laura said, it was just, what job would not be amazing if you could work alongside your best friend every time? And that was really important to me. I had a really, really great time on stage with her. And I think when I first came in, the way I first approached Jackson, I made him very over the top and very dramatic and blah, blah, blah. But over time during our rehearsal period, because we already have such this great chemistry together, it was evident that really, let's just pull it back and let's just be ourselves on stage. And I think, obviously going forward, we've done the Melton version of the show, and we're currently working on the tour. So the Melton version, I got to work with Tilly Tilson as Lisa, and this one I'm working with Holly Turner as Lisa. I have to say that first one with Laura will always hold a special place in my heart. And it was such a beautiful moment to me to work with her every day. It was amazing. I really loved it.
Thank you.
Are you trying to get something, are you, Josh?
No.
So Laura, if you were playing Lisa now. Are there new elements you would like to explore with the character, or do you, now that you've had time away from her?
Yeah, I guess the first time we'd had to have a lot of fun, but I was really nervous just to bring acting to the table, I guess, and it took a lot of convincing and just some coaching through Josh's wonderful skills to even get me on stage in the first place. So I guess I'd probably just like to relax into it a bit and enjoy it. I mean, we had great fun in rehearsals, but I've been being incredibly nervous for the opening night, and so yeah, it'd be really good fun just to explore the character a bit more. The script's changed a little bit, and just have that kind of confidence with the acting side of it to be like, yeah, actually, let's just go for it.
Do you have any kind of advice for the subsequent Lisas? For, as you mentioned, obviously there was Tills, and then there's Holly as well. What's the best bit of advice you could give to anyone who wants to step into Lisa's shoes?
Oh, I mean, I saw the Mountains show and Tilly playing Lisa, and I thought she was absolutely brilliant. Did a great job and brought a really different light to the character that I definitely didn't. And I think that's the really important thing, that each time it is slightly different, and the mix of people in the entire show make it very different vibe. And all of which have got this great storytelling throughout and really important issues that they address. But I think just to kind of be confident in the role and to explore it naturally with your own personality and what you identify with, I think people respond to that genuine feeling as opposed to trying to make it something it's not.
Do you think perhaps you could get convinced to ever step into the role again in the future?
Is that why Josh is trying to butter me up? We've definitely talked about it, and there is some kind of plans to come and feature at some point back this year for a one show. But yeah, I think I definitely get involved in something again. It was an experience that I really never forget and really pushed me outside of my comfort zone. So yeah, I could probably be convinced.
We'll all have to keep an eye out for it, definitely. Sorry for that slight technical mishap, guys. Obviously, it was very smooth and there was no issues whatsoever. So, my last question for you guys is just, why should people come and watch this play on tour next year?
I think that you should come and watch this play on tour next year because it's surprising. It's full of secrets. So if you're one of those people that likes to get to the bottom of things, I think you'll really enjoy it. It has some secrets that are quite obvious and some slow burners as well, which I think are really fun. And I do genuinely feel that like Lisa and Jackson are really, really fun characters. They talk about a lot of interesting things. So yeah, come and see us have a play on stage. It will be fun.
Because it's great. Come watch it. No, seriously, Josh is so talented and has written such an interesting storyline. And I think having been in it and then watched it subsequently with other people in, actually just really makes you question a lot of issues and moral dilemmas and your accountability. And I think it just raises some really important questions and some topics that you can really discuss with people in depth. And it's great. Like, it's just good.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. As part of the preparation for the tour, obviously we've been speaking to a lot of charities and things that have been very helpful on some of the issues that are brought up in the show, and certainly to any audience members who are affected by the issues in the show. The help is out there, definitely, and it might just be a case of this could be something that could shine a light on perhaps even something you didn't even realize was happening to yourself. Definitely. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for both your time today. Fun chat, technical issues aside. I hope the lockdown doesn't send you both too stir crazy. Like I said, hopefully only another couple of weeks to go. But do you have any messages for the watchers at home?
Stay safe, wash your hands. Keep an eye out on our Facebook. We've had some really, really great things out there. So many people put so much work into it. We went and had a fabulous photo shoot with Jules from Jules Photography, and all those pictures are out there, which was a lot of fun, a lot of laughs and giggles again. and our trailer. Have a look and feast your eyes on that until we can be back in front of you, hopefully very soon.
Yeah, definitely. And just stay positive, isn't it? That's the main one. Everyone just try and reach out if you need some help and come together.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much both, and hopefully we'll speak to you again soon. All right.
Thanks so much, John. Nice to meet you.
Bye.